You wake up, follow a script, and react to a feed. When behavior is guided by these pre-loaded scripts, your daily reactions are dictated entirely by invisible external narratives. To break this cycle, we use the eidolon driver counter protocol. Today's goal is to build an external check system, a physical tool to document reality using points of reference outside your immediate thoughts. You need 3 physical items: a notebook, a pen, and a glass of water. Avoid digital notes. A mind inside a mediated interface needs physical objects to break the system's momentum. Effective resistance does not require destroying the surrounding system. It only requires refusing automatic submission to the stories and pressures that claim total authority over your attention. We start with a physical corrective. A mediated mind easily drifts into abstractions that feel larger than life. Strengthening your bodily grounding is the first defense against that drift. Sit up straight. Adjust your posture. Now pick up your glass and drink the water. Stabilizing the body reduces the internal noise that the system uses to steer you. This makes it harder for physical exhaustion or thirst to masquerade as an emotional crisis or a profound insight. When the mind is no longer distracted by the biological stress of an ungrounded body, it stops mistaking physical discomfort for a logical conclusion. This stability provides the necessary baseline to begin reclaiming control over your interpretations. Open your notebook. This acts as an external reference point, allowing you to record events before the mind can close the loop and force a predetermined conclusion. Use your pen to draw 2 vertical lines down the page, creating 3 distinct columns. At the top of the first column, write, "What is actually observed?" Record only measurable events, physical actions, or exact quotes, nothing else. Label the second column, "What is inferred?" This is where you log your internal reactions, including the personal assumptions or fears triggered by the observation. Label the third column, "What is merely repeated?" Use this to identify any narratives you have inherited from social feeds or group momentum, rather than your own inquiry. Keep a boundary between the event and your reaction. A thought is not an order, and a sensation is not a final explanation. Forcing yourself to categorize reality in these columns weakens narrative distortion. It instills epistemic humility by showing that certainty is often a projection rather than a fact. The system relies on instantly assigning meaning to every signal. The primary countermeasure to this is a deliberate delay. When everything feels urgent, thought narrows and reflex takes over. Speed is the fastest route to external control. In an automatic state, the stimulus and the meaning are fused. You experience an event and immediately accept a theory about it. We are going to wedge time between these 2 points. Take 5 seconds to simply observe the signal without agreeing with its meaning. Defending this specific interval gives your awareness a chance to observe before agreeing. This preserves your interior sovereignty. The final tactical step is an autopilot interrupt, achieved through a paradox injection. Identify one specific, automatic physical routine you perform under stress, something reflexive, like reaching for your phone the moment you feel bored or anxious. Begin that habitual reflex right now. Reach for the device. But midway through, freeze. Suspend the movement completely. This is controlled non-compliance. You are intentionally interrupting a seamless behavioral flow by refusing to complete the script. Holding an unresolved state weakens the system's ability to predict your next move. When you refuse to finish the loop, the sense of automatic certainty begins to degrade. Do not attempt to overhaul your entire life. This strategy relies on the steady accumulation of these small micro-breaks in routine. By changing a routine on purpose, you reveal exactly where your daily actions have become mechanically inherited rather than chosen. You now have a functional reality-stabilizing log and the experience of delaying an automatic interpretation. This is local power. You do not need to defeat every totalizing story. You only need to control your immediate field of action. Keep your notebook nearby for the next 24 hours. Use it to intercept compulsive loops and distress hijacking before they can finalize their meaning. This protocol builds a disciplined awareness that refuses to hand over authority to the system without a question.